Log continuation. It's 8:12 in the morning, Thursday the 22nd of Thursday. Um, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I've been trying to stomach the political crap that's been going on. Months ago, when I heard about the Oregon law going into the Supreme Court, made me concerned, panicked, fearful. And then, and then, SCOTUS rules against the homeless, and I can't stand anybody with wealth and privilege. I can't stand seeing their face, laugh, and realize one of these here days that they're going to be in the same situation like the homeless are, and they're getting pushed around, shoved around. Encampments getting torn apart left and right. He talked about the indignity of humanity. This is one of those times. It's one of those epoch times that we fail to learn. Human dignity is priceless. Giving a person dignity is priceless. But treating him like he's crap by moving him from place to place to place and saying, you have no right to live here. People keep forgetting. We got conditions happen, decisions happen, things happen that turns a person from having a roof over the head, even if they are a renter, to a homeowner. Conditions pile up to where they can't stand it anymore. They can't live anymore. They're not allowed to exist anymore. And it hurts. Bad decision, bad choice. Something. And you're no longer a viable human being ruled by a court system. There'll be the theoretical programs out there to help you, but it won't be much because there's too many people dependent upon it and there's not enough to go around. The business model of supply and demand. It's a piss poor thing to look at things, but it is the reality. It is the reality that we're facing all the time. You think it's laughable? I can't stand seeing the national politics because they don't care for the humanity. They care about their own damn thing, but they want to show that they are prove to people that they are worthy. They're not worthy of any damn thing, not unless they actually did it by actions to actually help the other people out, and not just the greed. The problem is we've had history showing us that all the damn time. One town couldn't deal with the homeless, so the entire country has to pay for it. People are forced to do things that they don't like to do or want to do. And this hurts like hell. I I'm having a hard time trying to deal with stuff like this. I really am. some of the communities that I've been seeing are suffering now through crime rashes, and we're telling people crime's low. Well, the statistics are getting higher and higher right now because it keeps showing the more and more violent stuff that's going on right now that are plaguing people left and right. And it's kind of hard to deal with. What's even worse is when I keep seeing the homeless people being shoved one way or another, and they have no other places to go. My whole community of Roseman is the same way sometimes. But it gets to me that, yes, I see the homeless people out there, and I'm like, oh, what the hell are they? A long time ago I thought it. A long time ago I felt it. A long time ago I looked at people like that and thought, why are they living like that? I got older, I found out why. The young man doesn't understand it unless he's already been out of the street already, and then he can actually feel it. But the guys who have the wealth and privilege, they don't care. They don't care. They got their money. They're comfortable with their life. They're going to die happy and rich. But the other people have to struggle. They get shoved around. And yeah, I do say about elitism all the damn time, don't I? Thinking I'm an elitist? Maybe. But here's what the thing about elitism: thinking I'm better than anybody else. No, I'm not. I'm not. Thinking I deserve more than anybody else. Not really. Not really. Because I still feel like we're screwed. We have made a lot of mistakes, and we're still making them, and we don't know why. I can't answer it. I've watched. Stop being addicted to YouTube watching. It's also witnessing. It's also feeling the attitude. It's feeling the atmosphere. I was about to say something about our town of Roseman here. And yeah, we've had a few coming up from different places camping out in different sections. And they're there, struggling for survival. Haven't got any money to take care of themselves. So yes, it's the handouts all the time until somebody else can give them or make them earn it if possible. And they have to. But we don't know how this is going to handle it. I don't understand. I don't understand from my own political party, the Democrats, why they didn't fight hard enough for this. Why did they make rules? Why didn't they do anything about it? And now I gotta support somebody, even if she's from my state here. But how come she's not fighting for the homeless? How come those people in the convention weren't fighting for the homeless? Isolated, trying to be in part of the political moment, but they're not there being for the people that they represent. I'm supposed to focus on a school essay. I'm supposed to focus on school stuff right now. And I feel like this emotional thing is taking more of a priority than I told my therapist about. I thought I could focus on the damn school. Looks like I'm going to be dropping out on this one. I tell him that my dog was important. Yeah, she's important, but then the homeless situation popped up, and then this situation popped up. It's like, how do you get your mind wrapped around something solid that needs to be done? But I have to. I'm telling myself, I personally have no choice in this situation. I must. I must. I have decisions. I have decisions made. And it sucks making those kind of decisions. I'm forcing myself to try to stay away from all the stuff I can, but I can't help but not see it. How do you not see this thing? How do you ignore it? I look at the people on television sets, on TV sets, enjoying something from Starbucks. I'm haunted by the memories of Dockweiler Beach and other places getting shoved around because people who have lattes and frappes and whatever they call it shit anymore, they're laughing. I know eventually one of these here days, these guys are going to drop off. There's going to be coming a time when there's going to be a series of events, circumstances happen. And then the ones who are laughing are going to be the ones crying and shouting out, why did this happen to them? Why are they among them? How dare they? I hate to say it, but you know what? This is happening. This is happening right now. Deal with it. Oh, but we can't deal with it. We're being mistreated. I wonder why. I wonder why. You guys are so full of life earlier on when you had your stuff. When you had a roof over the head, you had money. And then you get dropped down to the lower earth. And you get dropped down to my level. And you bitterly complain about it in lines. And you bitterly complain it to people and be pissed off at them. You're not pissed off at them, you're pissed off at yourself. And you lose your voice in the process that you should have been using all the time. But you didn't. You didn't bother. You didn't care. That's the problem with it. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted to care. Why should they? Just NIMBY. Doesn't matter. It's just all NIMBY crap, isn't it? But they don't get it. They don't want to get it. They want their ease and comfort back. I tell you one thing: when you're in that kind of a situation, there's no ease and comfort. Welcome to hell, boys and girls. Welcome to hell. They say there is no hell, but there is hell. There's indifference. There's apathy. There's indignation. There's being asinine, or people being mean as hell. Callousness, carelessness, smug superiority. They don't get it. They don't see it. They don't want to see it. Unless, of course, they're struggling like crazy, and then they start seeing it, and then one by one they drop off. One should laugh at going over to the food pantries and hearing these people saying, I don't know what I'm doing here. I mean, I couldn't afford to get anything else, and now I'm stuck here getting limited groceries. I can't get more than that. I want all those bags. I need them right now. Everybody else says the same damn thing one way or another. Until you realize, no, you're stuck with that 1 or 2 bags of groceries if you're lucky enough. If you happen to have transportation to maybe a few places, maybe you got a lot more that'll last you maybe for about a week or two, depending on your consumption of the groceries. But then again, it gets worse. Where are you going to be staying at? Where are you going to be driving out to park and staying there for a time? Keep getting pushed around. Car gets moved, shoved around left and right. Worse, you come into the situation where the car no longer works, but you're stuck with the Hulk. You're stuck with that Hulk. And now people are going to be threatening to tow it around because you can't get rid of it. And they can't get rid of you. You're an eyesore. You're a detriment. You're littering up all over the place. You're accused of shitting like crazy all over the place. You leave your drug paraphernalia, they claim at you. They claim you have the drug paraphernalia. They'll say, no, I'm not a drug user. I don't care. It's in your area. Doesn't matter. You're treated like a non-citizen. You're treated as someone who doesn't matter or is just no longer there. So how are you supposed to deal with it? How are you supposed to be dealing with it? You're getting pushed around and shoved around. I'm surprised the homeless people hadn't fought back. I'm surprised the homeless people didn't have organization going on just to say, okay, that's it. We'll march right into the city hall with demand. We're still citizens of this town, of this county. You can't treat us like this. We demand to be treated with dignity and respect. Here's some bracelets. Wear them. Here's a jumpsuit. You're stuck with it. There's a jail cell. Enjoy it. There's your new home. I was trying to tell a reverend about debtor's prison a long time ago back in England. You couldn't afford anything like that. They do the same damn shit. Push you around, shove you around. You can't afford to pay your debts, you're in debtor's prison. You can't work it off. You'll just be stuck there forever until you die. We might as well be doing the same damn shit to our own people. We already have problems enough with prison crowding and overpopulation. So we make the laws for the minor people, for the minor offenses, to get off while the major offenses stay in there, and we redesign the whole thing, and still we get screwed over by more and more crime on the street. Some businesses are forced to shut down and leave. They don't know what else to do. And the homeless, they get blamed for everything. Maybe for some of them anyway. Being mentally off. Can't take care of themselves properly. Don't have the proper hygiene or places to clean their clothes. So they're stuck with what they got. You hear the stories, you then think they're true until this is not to get points from everybody. This is to warn you people. The stuff coming out of your mouth will likely come back as boomerangs and hit you upside the head. Start of chain reactions that you're not going to like at this point. And it's happening. And it's happening. So now we can't deal with this, now we can't deal with that. So how we're supposed to... I don't know. People have an idea what they have to have an idea, but guess what? It's not going to work. You're NIMBY now. You're being pushed around. You're no longer wanted. You don't have wealth. You don't have privilege. You don't have ownership. You got nothing. Except for the stuff that you're dragging around in a basket or something. I'm sorry, I can't stand this shit. Have them walk the path already. I'm still terrified of it. Because eventually I'll go back to it. But having a bit of a few extra bucks in my pocket, roof over the head that still I'm paying every month, skyrocketing energy bills, entertainment it goes up like crazy, but I'll probably manage without if I can. Save a few extra bucks. Just because I got so much used to it. That's the problem. When I get so much comfortable and used to the lifestyle I've got right now, I don't think unless I start seeing the signs, and it scares me. It should. It should terrify all of us. I don't do this to make points and to tell people what kind of a good life you're going to have or anything else like that. I don't blow smoke up people's asses on this shit. This is my reality check. This is my reality check we're dealing with right now. And I don't know what the hell we're going to do about it. I don't. Because we can't take care of ourselves. I don't know.